really hope you liked this one today. I appreciate you clicking on and downloading this topic, given the title. And let's get into it. The 70% conviction rate. No, this is not from the prosecution side of the legal and law enforcement system. In no way do I intend to say that. But I did want to pique your attention for you to look into this one today. But wait. Maybe those terms do apply here, and definitely about resilience. Let's see where we go with this today. How do you stand when accused of not committing to your purpose and message? How do you stand if you were accused of not committing to your own purpose and message? And what about your daily, moment-to-moment production? Would you render yourself as guilty or innocent? How do you prosecute and execute on what drives you? Pardon me for restating these questions to you, but how do you prosecute and execute on what drives you? What is your conviction rate? Yeah, you like that? Is it 30%? 50%? 70%? Don't tell me. 100%. That question is just for you to consider and to apply to yourself. Before someone else weighs your good, bad, and ugly on the external and unforgiving conviction scale of opinion and bias and ego and fear. Do that first before you are brought before the global court of opinion and get that sentence prescribed on you. So for me, as a process and analyst guy by training, I often cite the good old IBM statute model that's applicable to every problem to resolve and to address, particularly in software, hardware, and consulting services. This is a good old IBM metric. I learned this a long time ago. 70% on time is better than 100% late. Just think about that. Observe that as a metric to apply and execute from knowledge, facts, assumptions. You have 70% reliable information to execute on time versus waiting to get 100% of everything you can possibly know, but you're late and the solution is not even relevant anymore. Meaning, as you gather facts and define your assumptions based on a valid hypothesis, you bound the solution. You communicate and inform or confirm the parameters of the problem. You develop approaches. You test the theory, and then in a limited or representative material aspects of the problem, you start small and you scale in demand of your approach. You then verify and validate for how you can reproduce it and then repeat that scenario and then produce and execute the effort. That's what it means by, in IBM world, to have the parameters, the guidance, the structure to deliver 7% on time versus 100% late. So that quick summary I gave you about that process, there's a lot of front end work required to appreciate the current state of affairs and the desired or the to be sustained condition. Now, you can spend PhD level years to dissect and chop out and further isolate a razor thin speciality of the problem you have taken on. Years for what could have been required or could have been executed in less time for decision and execution. There's no need to rush anything or in everything that you do, but more time is not on our side in this fleeting, fixed fate of life. So it's best to discover and develop a course or several courses of action on time, and maybe only with 70% of those floating buoys to guide yourself between on that sea of change. You sink or swim, you surf or die. If you got to move forward with a decision and on the task or purpose at hand, consider your conviction rate with the time you still have. I'm not asking for 100% of you on anything. That's not even realistic, and definitely not a request of you to embrace every word spoken to you or recorded for you or to you. Just commit on a regular basis to your decision on this thing called resilience, on leading yourself, on listening to your higher power, and to stay positively convicted on what drives you, at least to level of 70%. Because the time is now, not yesterday and not tomorrow. I hope that helps. I hope it helps to give you another perspective. Remember, these episodes and even the book itself, I can't claim or even propose to change your life. I'm just one person in the world of 8 billion people that have voices, that have money, that have status, that have prominence or longevity in presenting something that you can consider as worthy of your time. I only choose and desire to change your perspective on this present moment. And I only ask you to invest with me about 500 seconds to consider how this can help you. I'm not here to hurt you or to distract you from your very busy and critical life you have to live. But I only ask you to make the effort to get to conviction level and conviction rate of 70%. Thank you once again. Stay present. Stay current. No matter where you are in this world, tell a friend or a foe or a total stranger, hey, it's always 820.